A crash on I-385 South backed up traffic for more than 4 miles for hours. Troopers say a call came in about the crash near mile marker 27 around 4:15 yesterday afternoon. They say it involved a pickup truck and a semi. Troopers say one person was airlifted to a hospital. According to SCDOT, traffic in that area cleared around 6:45 last night. An investigation into what caused the crash is ongoing.
In Rutherford County, deputies say 4 inmates overdosed on some type of drug. They say all 4 inmates were given Narcan, and this happened on Monday. Now, authorities say 3 were taken to the hospital for treatment before being taken back into custody. The 4th inmate remained at the jail. Deputies say that they are investigating how the drugs got in. And the Greenville County coroner is releasing new information after 2 inmates were found dead inside of a jail cell back in May. Now, we're told that 45-year-old Randy Broom and 36-year-old Alan Zach were found unresponsive by detention center staff and pronounced dead at the scene. The coroner says Broom died due to a toxic effect from a mix of fentanyl and an animal tranquilizer. Zach died of acute fentanyl toxicity. Both deaths have been ruled accidental.
Well, software company Argo AI is expanding into Greenville County. The Pittsburgh-based company is establishing a test track facility, SC-TAC, the former Donaldson Center. We're told they will develop and test self-driving vehicles at highway speeds. They're using a Ford Escape hybrid SUV that has sensors all around it.
They sense the world in 360 degrees, as far out as 400 meters, all around the vehicle. And then that data is used to basically predict where other vehicles, pedestrians, bicyclists, where they are and where they're going to go. So then the vehicle can define a pathway to drive safely.
Argo's technology is focused on commercial services. We're told the company has partnered with Ford Motor Company, Volkswagen, Walmart, and Lyft.
At 6:50, Impact Housing Group is establishing operations in Oconee County. The $30 million investment will create 215 new jobs over the next 5 years. Impact Housing Group is a manufacturer of modular design housing. It will be located at the Oconee Industry and Technology Park there in Westminster. Operations are expected to start by next August.
It's 6:51, and today President Joe Biden is expected to cut up to $10,000 in federal student loan debt.
That announcement will impact millions of Americans. Amy Lou has more from Washington.
Well, Destiny and Patrick, some critics say that the $10,000 cap is not enough, while others argue that President Biden's plan doesn't address the source of the problem while only adding to the national debt.
The pressure of that can really be a lot and put a lot of weight on a family's purse or economic situation.
President Biden and his administration set to make a major announcement he long campaigned on. Up to $10,000 of student loans canceled for each borrower who makes under $125,000. He's also expected to extend the pause in student loan payments until January.
Debt cancellation will provide relief temporarily for some. But what about next year for the other people who are taking on more debt?
Critics of the plan say the solution should tackle the source of the debt by making college more affordable. Financial experts, meanwhile, say the plan will only add to the federal deficit, making it harder to drive down inflation.
What this is going to do is make it more difficult for us to get inflation down to 2 or 3%, which is where it really should be.
The National Committee blasted Biden's plan, saying that it was a handout for the rich and also that it would unfairly burden low-income taxpayers while also unfairly burdening those who have already paid off their student debt. In Washington, I'm Amy Lou, WYFF News 4.
Disability rights groups are asking the rideshare company Lyft for wheelchair-accessible vehicles. According to Lyft officials, the company is exempt from the Americans with Disabilities Act and does not have to cater to people with non-folding wheelchairs. But advocates say that makes it difficult for riders with wheelchairs that don't fold, like motorized wheelchairs, to secure a ride with Lyft.
6:53 now, and Apple is helping do-it-yourselfers fix computer issues. The computer giant's self-service repair will be available today for MacBook Air and MacBook Pro notebooks. A support website has been set up for customers to get repair manuals, genuine Apple parts, and tools from the Apple self-service repair store. They say just do it yourself. Apple says the self-service program is an attempt to expand access to repairs. Earlier this year, Apple launched a similar repair store for the iPhone.
Well, University of Virginia's newest student isn't exactly a freshman. This is Champ, a puppy. He's on campus at UVA. He's training as a service dog right now. The nonprofit group Service Dogs of Virginia partnered with the school's athletic program to help raise Champ. He is living with the soccer team coach, whose wife volunteers with the Service Dog group. It will be 2 years before Champ is ready to help someone with disabilities. But until then, he's socializing and serving as a therapy dog, helping students feel at ease.
He's doing a lot of socializing. All right, a birthday wish came true for a Greenville County boy. This is Amari Hall, and he turned 8 this past weekend. State troopers showed up to make his special day very memorable. His mom says since he was 3 years old, he's wanted to be a South Carolina State Trooper. Trooper Kugler and Trooper Owens from the Greenville area showed up before his party and let him sit in the patrol car and even use the walkie-talkie. I'm sure he loved that.
Yes, he did. I love that story. All right, well, the LA Kings announced a 2-year affiliation agreement with the Greenville Swamp Rabbits yesterday. Kings officials say they informally worked with Greenville over the last 2 seasons. And they were sending NHL and AHL prospects to play here. Officials say players are sent to clubs like the Swamp Rabbits for development.
Couldn't have picked a better place. These guys are very personable. They're great coaches. They're great people, and we know when our players come down here, they're going to be in great hands.
The Swamp Rabbits are back on the ice in October.